Hello, everybody. Welcome. Some people just shine, a presence you can feel even through a movie screen. For decades, Tom Cruise has been that star, running across our screens and making us believe in the impossible. This week, the Academy announced Tom Cruise will receive an honorary Oscar at the Governor's Awards next year. It's a recognition of a lifetime of exceptional contributions to film. But what about those singular moments, those performances where he reached deep and showed us his soul? He's been nominated 3 times, but the golden statue has always remained just out of reach. Today, let's celebrate 5 Tom Cruise performances that truly deserved an Oscar. We begin with a performance that shattered every expectation of Tom Cruise. In 1999's Magnolia, he played Frank T.J. Mackey, a toxic, misogynistic self-help guru miles away from his usual roles. Cruise dove headfirst into the ugliness, embracing Mackey's bravado and repulsiveness with terrifying commitment. He didn't ask for sympathy, he forced us to confront the broken man beneath the swagger. The genius of the performance is in the layers beneath the confidence is a wounded, terrified boy haunted by abandonment and a dying father. Cruise's vulnerability in these moments is breathtaking. One unforgettable scene, a journalist questions Mackey about his past, and you watch his fortress crumble in real time. The bravado evaporates, replaced by panic and shame. The climax, Mackey's confrontation with his dying father, is raw, desperate, and utterly human. Cruise is unrecognizable, his pain pouring out in a torrent of emotion. This wasn't just acting, it was a confession. Cruise earned an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, and many thought he'd win. Even Michael Caine, who won, acknowledged Cruise's brilliance. Magnolia proved Cruise was more than a movie star. He was a fearless artist willing to explore the darkest corners of the human psyche. He took a massive risk and delivered one of the great supporting performances of the decade. He made us understand, if not condone, the brokenness that creates a monster. It was a testament to his willingness to be vulnerable, unlikable, and profoundly human. The performance is a symphony of contradictions, powerful and pathetic, confident and terrified, hateful and heartbreaking. To hold all those truths in one character is a monumental achievement. Magnolia gets under your skin and makes you question everything you thought you knew about Tom Cruise. For that brave, brilliant tightrope walk between bravado and brokenness, his work in Magnolia was more than deserving of the Oscar. It was a masterclass in character deconstruction. Cruise laid his soul bare, cementing his legacy as a formidable actor. This was the moment the world saw the true depth of his talent. Magnolia wasn't just a highlight of his career, it was a turning point, and it's a performance that still resonates today. Sometimes a role and an actor come together in a way that feels like destiny. That's what happened in 1996 with Jerry Maguire. Cruise wasn't just playing a sports agent in crisis, he embodied a search for meaning that resonated with millions. Jerry starts at the top, but he's empty. His late-night epiphany and mission statement spark a journey from facade to authenticity. Cruise plays the desperation and vulnerability with raw honesty. When Jerry is fired, Cruise doesn't play it for laughs, he lets us feel the humiliation and panic. The famous "Who's Coming With Me" scene is both funny and deeply sad, a man's life imploding before our eyes. The romance with Renee Zellweger's character is the soul of the film. The iconic "You complete me" line could have been cheesy, but Cruise delivers it with unvarnished sincerity. He's stripped bare, admitting his need and love. The dynamic with Cuba Gooding Jr., Rod Tidwell is electric. "Show Me the Money" became iconic because Cruise matched Gooding's energy with anxious comedic brilliance. This role earned Cruise his 2nd Oscar nomination for Best Actor. He was at the peak of his stardom, yet chose a role about questioning success and finding meaning. He allowed himself to be flawed, desperate, and real. Jerry Maguire's cultural impact is undeniable. Lines from the film became part of our lexicon because Cruise inhabited the feelings behind them. He made us root for Jerry even when he was selfish or lost. Underneath it all, Cruise showed us a longing for something real. He tapped into a universal desire to live a life that matters, to connect, to find love and purpose. Jerry's arc, from soulless corporate greed to genuine connection, is navigated with incredible nuance. Cruise's performance is the emotional heart of the film. He wasn't just playing a character, he was telling a story about the human condition. Jerry Maguire works on every level: funny, romantic, dramatic, inspiring. Cruise gave us a flawed but hopeful man we could all see ourselves in. For its cultural resonance and emotional depth, this was a performance that truly deserved the Oscar. It's a testament to Cruise's range and heart. Jerry Maguire remains one of his most beloved roles. It's a film and a performance that endures, and it showed the world the heart behind the star. Some roles redefine an actor's career. For Tom Cruise, that was Born on the 4th of July. He didn't just play Ron Kovic, he became him, charting his journey from patriotic youth to disillusioned, paralyzed anti-war activist. The transformation is staggering, from bright-eyed optimism to the brutal reality of war and its aftermath. Cruise captures the innocence of a boy who believes in the American dream, making his downfall devastating. The Vietnam and hospital scenes are harrowing. Cruise conveys the rage, helplessness, and betrayal of a man broken by his country. There's a primal, messy anger in his performance, especially in explosive arguments with his family. He's not afraid to be unlikable to show Kovic at his lowest. The journey to activism is painful and real. Cruise charts Kovic's descent and rebirth with precision. He spent time with the real Ron Kovic, channeling his pain and spirit. This isn't an impersonation. It's a channeling of a soul. Cruise's commitment earned him his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor. The performance was a revelation, proving his depth and power. He gave a voice to the voiceless, shining a light on the true cost of war. It was a profoundly political act and a monumental artistic achievement. The sheer guts and commitment it took to take on this role was extraordinary. Born on the 4th of July changed the conversation about Tom Cruise. He carried the weight of a man's life and a nation's trauma. It was a portrait of courage, pain, and redemption, and it was absolutely deserving of the Academy's highest honor. In 1988, Rainman swept the Oscars with Dustin Hoffman's iconic performance as Raymond Babbitt. But Tom Cruise's role as Charlie Babbitt was just as essential and criminally overlooked. Without Cruise's Charlie, the film doesn't work. He's the engine, the anchor, and the emotional arc of the story. We meet Charlie as a selfish, cynical hustler. Cruise makes no apologies for his abrasiveness. When he discovers his estranged brother, his greed takes over and he essentially kidnaps Raymond. The first act is a masterclass in frustration and self-absorption. But as the road trip unfolds, Cruise lets Charlie's armor crack slowly, believably, in 1,000 tiny moments. Acting opposite Hoffman's insular performance, Cruise generates all the emotional energy, reacting to a blank canvas. The moment Charlie realizes Rainman was his brother all along is quietly devastating, a symphony of shock, regret, and tenderness. By the end, Charlie is transformed, no longer fighting for money, but for his brother. The hotel dance scene is full of warmth and genuine affection. Cruise makes this transformation feel completely earned. His performance is the emotional foundation of the film. We start by seeing Raymond through Charlie's selfish eyes and end by seeing Charlie's growth and humanity. Cruise guides us on a journey of discovery and compassion. While Hoffman's performance was the showstopper, Cruise's work was the film's invisible scaffolding. He shone brightly while ensuring his co-star's light was never dimmed. It remains one of his finest, most underrated performances, and it was profoundly deserving of Academy recognition. For most of his career, Tom Cruise was America's hero. That's why his turn as the hitman Vincent in Collateral was such a shock. He didn't just play a villain, he became a chilling philosophical angel of death. From the moment Vincent steps into Max's cab, Cruise radiates a coiled spring intensity. This isn't a cartoon villain. He's a professional, calm and terrifying. The physical transformation, silver hair, sharp suit, strips away the familiar Cruise image. His movements are precise and deadly, his eyes cold and calculating. The alleyway scene, where Vincent dispatches 2 thugs in seconds, is brutally efficient. What makes the performance Oscar-worthy is the complexity. Vincent isn't just a monster, but a man with a nihilistic code. His existential monologues are delivered with chilling detachment. The relationship with Jamie Foxx's Max is the film's core, a twisted mentorship, tense and unpredictable. Cruise and Fox create a dynamic you can't look away from. This was a huge risk for Cruise, but he embraced it completely. There's no hint of the hero underneath, just pure lethal purpose. The jazz club scene is unforgettable. Warmth and connection, then sudden violence. Cruise lets us glimpse something human in Vincent right before he kills. The performance is a masterclass in control and minimalism. He proved he could be just as magnetic playing darkness as light. In Collateral, Cruise didn't just play against type. He obliterated it. He created a villain who was memorable and thought-provoking. For his willingness to subvert his image and deliver a performance of chilling precision, Cruise's work as Vincent was a towering achievement. It's a powerful reminder of his immense range, and it's one of the great screen villains of the 21st century. So there you have it, 5 performances where Tom Cruise didn't just entertain but moved and challenged us. From the pain of Ron Kovic to the heart of Jerry Maguire, the vulnerability of Frank T.J. Mackey, the humanity of Charlie Babbitt, and the chilling intelligence of Vincent. Each role is a testament to his dedication and fearless talent. As the Academy prepares to honor him, it's right to celebrate these specific achievements. His legacy isn't just about awards, it's about the moments and characters that stay with us. By that measure, Tom Cruise has been winning for over 40 years. Now I want to hear from you, what's your favorite Tom Cruise performance? Which role deserved the Oscar? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.